Hello, Prep to Prep Nation. My name is Doug Fioranelli. I'm the owner of Rise Above Performance Training in Belmont, California. I've been a trainer since 2001 and I train athletes just like you to get to the next level. Today I want to talk about ACL prevention. This is more or less theories, and then I'll go into exercises in a future video. So there's a difference between types of ACL injuries. There's the contact injury where you actually physically have someone come in, run in, hit your leg, and then it just moves in a weird way, and then you blow out your ACL. Those are just pretty much bad luck. You can reduce them with strength, but jumping or landing in an awkward way from forceful hit can cause an ACL injury. The ones we want to deal with mostly are non-contact injuries, where you're running, you pivot, and you do it to yourself just because your leg isn't strong enough, or you don't have the mobility to deal with the stress that you're putting on your leg, and you blow out your knee. These non-contact injuries for the ACL can be diminished significantly, reduced almost down to zero if you perform proper strength and conditioning movements. One of the things you want to think about in principles is stacking your limbs, and primarily when you train, and then you want to carry that over to your sport. What I mean by that is you want to line up your body and just have everything stacked over each other so it's strong and stable. So when you're doing movements, you don't want your knee to cave in front of your toes. When you're jumping or running or cutting, you want to try to keep it all in line so you're generating force straight through the leg and not creating torque on the knee. So if you're doing deadlifts, you want to make sure you're stacked aligned. If you're doing box jumps, you want to make sure that the knees don't cave in. Or when you're doing plyo jumps and landing, you want to make sure you land, keeping everything right, stacked over each other. So keep that in mind. It'll carry over to your sport when you do that. The second thing is mobility. So the biggest thing you want to do is mobilize, and we'll go in the future videos, is mobilizing ankles and hips. If your ankle is too stiff and it doesn't get mobile, when you run and cut and it stops and hits a wall, all that energy is going to be transferred to that next joint, which is the knee, and it can cause torsion or rotation, and if it's too much for the knee, it's going to cause damage. So you want to have good mobility so when you land, that ankle can take up a lot of the force and not transfer it through the knee as much, and your knee is going to be safe. The third thing is, so what I do best is build strength. So you want to do things like basic lifts like deadlifts, squats, and then also a lot of single limb lifts. So what I mean by that is unilateral exercises like lunges and step-ups. So you build both sides. Generally one side is going to be a little more dominant over the other. You want to try to build the strength evenly on both sides as much as you can. So that way it minimizes the amount of stress on the joint, and you're strong enough to run, cut, sprint, and do everything you need to do out on the field. So thank you for watching. If you want more information on training, feel free to hit me up at riseabovestrength.com. I'll have information after this video, and I look forward to serving you with future videos. Thanks.